Hello there, TikTok and YouTube. This is my daily vlog for the 29th. I'm recording this the morning of the 30th. I was going to record one for the 28th, yesterday morning, but I never got round to it, and I'll explain why. The 28th, I did spend the time watching Critical Role and planning out some D&D stuff for a friend. He wants to run a level 20 campaign, so I was helping him put together a few things because running high-level campaigns is difficult. So the idea was to give him a hand with that, to make sure that that's something that can actually be done. But why didn't I make a video yesterday? Well, yesterday was bad. Yesterday was what happens when Ehlers Danlos decides to kick your teeth in. I spent most of yesterday just in absolute agony. I woke up with a subluxated shoulder blade, which is where the a subluxation is a kind of dislocation. It's not as serious as a full dislocation. It's where the joints slide apart rather than completely leave the socket. So I woke up with that, and that was so painful that I spent time adjusting and lying down on the sofa, trying to find a position where I could put enough pressure on the shoulder that it wasn't in pain, and that I felt that I could go about my day. And the pain got worse and worse and worse. And eventually I went, right, okay, I just need to go and lie down on my bed. So I went and lay in bed, and I slept for maybe an hour. I woke up to find that whilst I was asleep, I must have rolled in the bed, and I dislocated my right knee. Quite badly. Bad enough that I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't stand on it, couldn't put any weight on it. It was so bad, and I was in so much pain. I couldn't move, I couldn't focus on anything. I was trying to find a comfortable position to just exist in, and I stayed like that right up until 3 a.m. this morning, when I felt my knee crunch and the patella, which is the kneecap, just move slightly. I just felt it crunch as it slid back into place. And then, as sudden as it started, the pain just disappears. Just fades away. Now, because it's been like that for the best part of 12 hours, I'm still in pain now with it. And it's now, after 10 a.m. the following morning. So it's now, 7 hours after I felt the kneecap shift back into place, and I am still in pain. I've had a lot of painkillers this morning, but that is Ehlers Danlos for you. Because it affects connective tissues, it means that my joints can dislocate and shift in ways that would be a hospital trip for most people. But if I went every time it happened to me, I'd never leave the hospital. And honestly, there's not really much point for me going to the hospital. A lot of people go into the hospital with a dislocation, unless it's not something that's going to reset on its own, because there's not much a hospital can do for you. Unless it's seriously risking further damage, it's not readjusting. A dislocation, largely, all they'll do is strap it up and replace the joint. If you know that you can safely put the joint back, it's not worth it. And for me, I can. Now, I'm not going to speak for other people because I don't really know how safe it is. If you dislocate a shoulder or dislocate a hip or something, how safe it would be for you to put that back. I put those things back regularly. I dislocate almost daily. So yeah, that was what the last 2 days were like for me. I spent one day just watching some Critical Role, planning some D&D. It was a nice day, and then EDS just kicked my teeth in. And today, I'm actually planning on having a friend come round. We're going to do some Christmas wrapping, which I know sounds silly, given that it's later in December and it's after Christmas. But we're meeting up as a group on the 1st of January to exchange Christmas presents because everyone was working over Christmas, so we couldn't meet up. And we've both been ill, so we've not been in a position to do it until now. So we're wrapping Christmas presents today. That's the plan anyway. Right, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, thanks for watching. And yeah, it's a little insight into what it's like to live with a connective tissue disorder like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And hopefully I can give you a little bit more insight in later videos and give a little bit more awareness. I've seen a lot of videos on TikTok and YouTube talking about disability awareness, ADHD awareness, and a few things like that. I don't see much for EDS awareness because it's not very common. So I'd like to try and get more word out there so people know what to expect and understand what the condition's like. Until then, see you then. Bye.